Hey everybody, so this might be a multiple series, or multiple episode series. I'm going to try to get the Dragon Defender. Um, it's been a little, this is the same account that I've had, for Recipe for Disaster, and the Burrows run, and stuff like that. So my grind has been, it's been real, and it's been, all me. I don't have any alternate accounts, or a bunch of lackeys doing my work for me. So I've been kind of grinding out a bunch of this just stuff on my own, and I finally got to 130 combined combat. So I decided to go for the Dragon Defender. I've got the 70s in attack, magic, and range to be able to get the Black Salamander. And I plan to do another video on Burrows. I'm going on my 50th Burrows beatdown, so I'm thinking I'm going to do a video on the 50th one to show how I progressed. So that'll be coming up next after this little series. I wanted to imbue my Slayer helmet, but all the ways to do it is super annoying. Like, the mini games are either pretty expensive for somebody that does all their own work, or completely littered with, ridiculously high levels. So I'm basically, if I join in, I'm basically fodder, and I'm lucky to get a couple of points. So it's it's a slow going thing. I want to get the Slayer mask imbued. I finally got it. I had to buy the black mask. I did fight probably 300 of the black guys. Oh man, probably shouldn't say stuff like that. The 300 of the cave horrors, and they didn't drop it, so I decided to just move on. So I want to go through. I don't really know. I've been doing different quests. I want to get fairy rings unlocked. I've been stalling off on that. I want to do the Edgar Ruse quest to get the unlimited herb patch. I've been stalling on that as well. There's actually quite a few things I want to do, and I don't have the. Actually, let's just keep the Slayer helmet. Should be fine. I was gonna change my helmet because I got rid of my Dragon Med helmet because these two helmets are close enough that the Dragon Med helmet's pretty much obsolete. I did do the Barbarian thing. I got this from a Konar quest, or a Konar Slayer task, so that was pretty exciting. I gave it the Karamja poison. I don't really know why, I just did. I was thinking about going to kill the Shakakaka guy, but we'll see. We'll see about that a little later on. But there's a few quests I want to do that I've been kind of stalling. I've been making my own food. I've been doing, I'm working on making 100 curry. I made 200 tuna potatoes. I got 200 and some monkfish from the Konar thing, but I burnt 50 of them, 40 of them, doing the, with my cooking level, so that was kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. The Konar quests are pretty cool, to be completely honest. I think this is the one I want to do. Yeah. So we're going to do this once or twice, and I plan to do probably all of, if at least a couple of, the different methods. But I want to do the armor reanimation. I think that's going to be one of our best bets. So the idea here is you get 3 pieces of armor. You get a chest plate, the plate leggings, and a full helmet. And you got to pop it into the magical animator, and it's going to animate the armor into a fightable version. So, bam, there it is. Now, the black armor is probably the best option. It has the best HP to token rating without being ridiculously high leveled, and you get all the pieces back. So you can do this over and over and over for all eternity, and get tokens and it not cost you anything. So I'm probably going to do this 2 or 3 times on camera. Then I'm probably going to hop off and do this a couple times off camera to keep so we can move on to the next one. But I want to do this quite a few times. What can I just get rid of the games necklace. I don't care about it. I can make some more. And that's going to give us 20 tokens per kill. So I'm thinking 2,000 tokens is probably going to be good to get us at least to the Rune Defender. I did, on a previous account, I got a Rune Defender. My very first accounts, I got a Rune Defender. But Dragon Defenders weren't a thing yet, so I never had the pleasure of trying to get the Rune Defender, or the Dragon Defender. It's relatively new. So we'll do this one more time, and then I'll hop off the camera, do this probably maybe 5 or 6 more times, and I'll gear up for this guy over here, which is going to be attacking dummies with different fighting styles, which should be pretty exciting. I might need a guide for that, because I'm not sure how they... It doesn't look like they actually tell you, like, what the... Like, they probably tell you, but then I have to remember, and that's not going to work out so great. So, I'll probably have to pull up a guide on the side for that one. But it's going to be exciting to do. So, alright, guys. I'll get back at you when we're on to the next one. Alright, so I don't know if I mentioned, but the suits of armor, if you use anything less than black armor, you can lose a piece. That's why black armor and higher is more efficient, in my opinion. And the reason black armor, I think, is more efficient than rune armor would depend more upon your level than anything else. Because, I mean, just because rune armor gives you twice as many tokens, it might take 3 times as longer to kill as a pair of black armor. So, yeah. Now, you ready to watch me completely fail at this? Because this is one of those things that until I do it a couple of times, I am not going to be good at it. So, we got our accurate, slash, aggressive slash, controlled stab, and defensive slash. So, yeah. Okay. So this is pretty much like, until you do this a couple of times. Wait, did I mess up? Okay, the white ones are controlled, brown ones are accurate. Don't you run away from me. Yeah. Yeah. Aggressive. There's only one we can't do with the scimitar, is the crush one. And I think they all come up in the same areas, which is kind of nice too. Slash, that's pretty much any of them. Yeah, we can't do this guy. All the other ones are completely possible. Yeah, what is this guy again? Controlled. Oh, no. And then I think you can pretty much do this as long as you want, and then it gives you, like, oh, did I mess up? Oh, man. You can do this pretty much as long as you want, and it gives you tokens accordingly. I think it's 2 per correct hit, so that's kinda cool. This one should be the easiest, yet I completely miss it so many times. The black one is slash no matter what. And all my things are pretty much slash. Am I right? Am I right? Nope. Oh, I am right. That's the next one I could have done anyway. So we'll do this for about another minute, and then I might mess around with it a little bit off camera. But this is pretty much the whole idea of this mini game. I think the armor's probably the best way of going. It's just simple and to the point, less thinking involved, and you know, me and most of the world, I kind of see how thinking is getting to be more and more difficult. Controlled. No, I was on the right one. Come back here. Accurate. stab. See, I'm starting to get it. I do have a guide over to the side, but this is definitely something that comes down to memory. Like, you'd have to do this for like 20 minutes to get really good at it. But I imagine it wouldn't be too difficult. Being color-coded definitely assists quite a bit. I'm gonna get this one. It's accurate, right? Okay, I don't know if I got it, but I got it. It's controlled, yeah. So this one is controlled and accurate. Or controlled and stab. But alright, I'm gonna end this off here, and then we'll check out the next one in a couple of minutes. Alright, so we got 92 tokens from the dummy practice, and I got 500 tokens from the armor. So now I want to try the whole shield thing. They said this one's the easiest, but also the slowest. So this should be interesting. I've never done this before. I'm pretty sure whenever I got my Rune Defender, I did. I should do this because I want the zombie armor, but I lost all my armor. I've been going to lava dragons, and when I get PK'd, I lose all my stuff. I've been using like the cheapo stuff. But that's another story. So, pretty much, he's gonna shoot at me, and I gotta block it, and it's gonna be. Why is this being so difficult? Where are the shield? Okay. Ow. So you got a little bit of time to see what it is, and then you click the thing that's appropriate. I don't think I'm going to do this for very long, maybe a minute. This is pretty self-explanatory. You're pretty much a human meat shield, and you just sit here and keep doing this over and over again. I did not mention that I'm pretty sure that this gives you defense experience. The armor gives you combat style experience on whatever you're using, and the dummies, I think, give you attack experience. The shot put method, which is going to be next, gives you strength experience, and you have to do all these in melee style. So you can't use magic or ranged, and magic or poison doesn't work either. So that's just a little FYI. I think the next and the last one is the shot put method, which I think is probably one of the better ones. But it says something in the guide about rubbing ashes on your hands to increase your chances. I don't have ashes or a pestle and mortar with me. Not that I couldn't get them real quick, but no. Did that work? Okay, cool. So, okay, note to self, you can change your style in the middle. That's good. But, yeah, I don't know if he's going to have a pestle mortar and ashes over there available. But we'll talk about that when we get there. So I think we'll do this for another, well, right now. Well, this one here. And then I'll be back for the shot put method. Okay, so I pretty much ended the shield one pretty much immediately. No point wasting time with that one. Now we're gonna do the shot put. I did this once and I dropped it on my foot already. But I'm guessing, like, according to the guide, it's pretty much 100% RNG. So let's just go ahead and do it. It costs run energy to do this. So you have the option of doing a standing throw, a step throw, or a spinning throw. I thought, I'd go with the middle one because it might not go as far, but it'd be more of a chance of me actually doing it. And standing throw doesn't seem like if I'm doing a baseball pitch, one of the things I do when I'm bored is when I go outside, I'll grab snowballs off my patio. I'll make a snowball and I'll throw it from my patio to a telephone pole that's probably 20 yards away, and try to nail the telephone pole. But I always take like a step, so the step throw is kind of like my go-to. The spin throw seems like it would be rather inaccurate. Oh, that looks good. That looks way better than. So this goes. The points are as followed. Points and experience are as followed. For the 18-pound balls, which are over here, the player gets 1 token plus the distance in yards. And for the 22-pound ball here, it is 3 plus the distance in yards. So I don't know about the experience, but yeah. So that's going to give me either 12 or 27. I'm not entirely sure how they do the math. We'll see. Let's do one more. Like I said, I'm going to stick with a standing throw or a step throw. It just makes the most sense to me. Okay, so that's 2 9s. Let's see what he gives us as tokens. A little bit on the curious side how this works. It should be, if it works the way I think it works, it's going to be 24. If it doesn't work the way I think it works, it'll be 54, I think. 24. Okay, so that's the way I thought it would work. That's a little disappointing. I was hoping it would be the other way, but I was hoping it would be 3 times the number, because to be honest, it's kind of like, not that big of a deal. Like, I guess it would depend on your RNG, like if this would be worth it to do the heavier balls or not. So I did the spin throw, kind of want to see what happens, and that's even worse than the other one. We can do this for another minute or so, and then I'm going to probably try to get the bronze and iron defender, and wrap up this episode. And then I'll do a bunch of coin gathering off camera, I think, which I'll probably just kill black armor for all eternity. So, yeah, that'll probably be the goal. So I did 2 spin throws, and I got less than what I did when I did a step throw. So, I'm not sure. I think it's all, like, pretty much completely and utterly random. Like, I don't really know if, like, even this could be random. Like, it's just like, whatever you pick, I'm going to drop it on my foot. I thought I was going to drop it on my foot. Yeah, but I got 7 yards on every one of them, so I don't think there's any real rhyme or reason to it. You might have better odds with different ones, and I was just getting lucky with a step throw. But, I mean, as long as I don't fail, I don't really care. I think I failed. That's what I get. That's what I get. I just had to jinx myself. Oh, twice in a row. See, I kind of had the idea that the spin throw would be the bad one, because I just can't picture, like, I could see a lot more mistakes being made that way rather than, standing or taking a step straight forward, especially with a 22-pound ball. But I gotta keep in mind that this is a video game and not real life. I mean, alright guys, I think that's gonna be it. I'm gonna collect my tokens and we're gonna go see about getting that bronze dagger or bronze defender. Okay, so it turns out there is one more method to do, but I'm gonna save it for next episode. I want to try to get at least, I'm thinking Iron Defender, and then we'll see where it goes from there. So this all works as you need at least 100 tokens to get in. It costs 10 to enter, and then 10 additionally for every minute you're in there. So, but once you get the Bronze Defender, you have to leave. So, but you need 100 to get in. Now, I'm not sure if you go in, spend 4 minutes, get the Bronze Defender, and leave, if you would get 50 of your tokens back. So we're gonna find out. Let's go ahead and do it. Wait, I can claim tokens from her? Okay, that's kind of interesting. So I think no matter what skills you train, or no matter what you do to be able to get your tokens. Wait, is there some sort of problem here? Oh, there we go. you can claim them from any person, which is kind of cool. Now I'm using the haste, to kind of see how it works compared to the Dragon Scimitar. I think I'm going to use this for the Bronze Dagger, the Bronze Defender, and then I'm going to use the Scimitar for the other one. And I'm going to see how long it takes me to do about 5 kills. So that's 1. I'm going to kind of rough estimate. I'm not really going to... Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not even going to say anything. I'm going to do 5 kills with a maxed out thing here. And then next round I'll do 5 kills with the Scimitar. And then I'll just watch the footage and see how long it actually takes. Because I'm not going to... I already didn't keep track of this of this run. Now the special to this one is kind of funky. I was trying to read up on it, but I don't really completely understand it. I thought that through my understanding, it was whatever I hit the previous hit and the amount of special attack I have would increase my next attack. So if I hit like an 18 and have a bar of 100 special, I'd hit like a 28 or something like that. But I don't think that's really the case, which is kind of sad. But right now I have a Konar task of like 200 fire giants. That's like 180. And I can't find a safe spot to range them from, so I've been meleeing them. And it is a giant pain, like monumental pain, because I just, without being able to find a place to safe spot them, I've been going in there with this setup. And with the Slayer helmet, it gives me a nice boost, but I can only kill like 20 or 25 without taking prayer potions. And in that case, it's going to take me 8 trips, and I don't have a lot of good teleports for that area. So it's kind of sad, really. And I should have took into account the special, but I don't even know what the special is for the Scimitar, to be completely honest. I think I know it does a weird little sideways slashy thing, but I'm not sure if it increases a stat or it gives better, like, I have to read up on that. Like, I was particularly interested in this because it's relatively new. You know, a spear with a shield, which, you know, makes sense to me. Like, I can understand how you can have a two-handed spear or use a two-handed spear, but I always considered a spear to be, you know, either way. You know, like, you could either have, you could use a shield or not, it really wouldn't matter, but, you know, once again, this is a video game. That was 5, by the way, so however long that took. So let's switch here, and we'll grab we'll restock the potion, and let's see if we can kill 5 more, and how long that would take. So I get a little bit of an idea of what's better. Now, hopefully I get the defender, but, you know, if I do, I'll have to restart the count and come back in for the iron one. But that's not that big of a deal. Like, Black Knife. It's not that big of a deal if that happens, because I'd rather get the defender than, you know, do my little science experiment. So, you know, that's how I feel about that. And you can see 10 of your tokens crumble away, 10 of your tokens crumble away. That's every minute you lose 10 tokens. Which is kind of sad, but, you know, I'm not going to get, like, with the tokens I have, I'll probably be lucky to get the Mithril. So, you know, that's something to keep in mind. I think 3,000 tokens would easily get you to Rune. Like, yeah, I would basically say 3,000 tokens would get you to Rune. Dragon, I'm not too sure about. I did look into a couple of different things, but there wasn't any really good guides. Nothing that was like super like concrete and informational. Now, granted, I was doing Burrows runs while I was watching them, So I was only 50% on each, because with my cheapo burrows run set up, I still get into situations that are unfavorable that could possibly get you killed. So I still have to put a little bit of attention over on that half of the screen. So yeah, last night I actually was fishing while I was organizing the kitchen, because for some god awful reason nobody has any organization skills but me. Like, it is horrible. Like, I think we have like 8 boxes of pancake mix. Like why? Like, who eats that many pancakes? Like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind pancakes, but that's a lot of freaking pancake mix. I think we have like 7 bags of rice. Now, I know we got a decent amount of it for free, and I think I bought a bag of it whenever I was doing my Chinese phase. But I mean, it just it's a little over the top. But she sent me to the store to pick up. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to, by the way. She sent me to the store to pick up 2 particular types of pasta, and I picked them up, and there was, it's whatever, no big deal. But then when I went and organized stuff last night, I found like 2 boxes of the pasta that she wanted me to pick up, and then a bag of the other pasta. The problem is there's stuff everywhere. Like we have several rooms in the house that have food in them, and they're just like you'd open one cupboard to find pasta, and then you'd open a different cupboard and there'll be some pasta, and then you go into the other room and there's more freaking pasta. And I'm like, you know what? I don't do a lot of cooking here because I don't associate with stuff downstairs until the coast is clear, because it's more drama and annoyances than it's for everybody's well-being. Let's put it that way. So I don't really do a lot down there. Once in a while I cook, but when I do, and if I decide to cook, I don't want to have to go through 8 different places to find the same bag of noodles, or wow, okay, we might actually cut this out, and then nah, we'll just go along with it. Maybe we'll just be the bronze defender in the first episode. That's kind of sad, but we did do all that other bits and pieces of getting the tokens, so I forget how long this actually takes. I wanted to keep my strength at 60, but I figure it doesn't really matter. This is my main account. I don't really PK anyway, so I don't think your level differentiary only matters if you PK for the most part. So that's kind of, I'm not going to worry about my levels. What else is there? I did make it to 1250 total level. I got 1326 now, so I can get into the more exclusive worlds, which is pretty nice. I got my construction to 48. I got to 32, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 32. And then I turned in all my long bones and curve bones that I got from stuff like this, the bigger big bone dropped guys, and that gave me all the way to 48 construction. Excuse me. So that was really kind of nice. Very easy experience. I mean, if you're already getting them, and they're kind of rare, so you should save them anyway. But you get money and construction, which is fantastic, because construction is pretty much a viable skill. And there's not really any way of doing it without spending a ton of money, which is upsetting to me, because having a house, they should incorporate some method within woodcutting, and they should incorporate some method through farming to at least get some different variations of items for your house that you can make yourself instead of having to buy everything. I understand what a viable skill is, but I mean, I would rather get half the experience and make a lot of the stuff, myself from scratch. Whoa, I thought I lost aggro. Oh well, whatever. I'd rather go and make a bunch of the stuff from, make it from scratch and save some money, maybe get, half or 2/3 of the experience you would normally get, than have to spend millions to get a level. So, but that's just my opinion. It's not my video game, so I don't make the rules, but I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels that way. You got all these bots and people that have like 20 people playing their account to make sure they're better than everybody else, that can just go in and pretty much buy a 99 in construction and have the best house in the game, when you have people like me that actually play the game mostly how it's intended, and not even, barely being able to afford a decent house unless, they go, unless I get a better computer and do PKing or start spending more and more money. And I just don't think that's right. I think I'm gonna figure out the science exactly of which weapon is probably a little bit quicker. But if we're being honest, I think I like this better than the skimmy, at least for this. Like, I don't know, maybe I'll just attach this because it's newer and I got it through the Konar keys. Oh my gosh, we finally got it. Okay. So guys, we're gonna end this off here. This is gonna be first episode, and then we'll maybe see about getting the Iron Defender later on. So thanks for watching and catch you next time.